So that's not live. So that's not live. And there's a goddamn delay. That's awesome. Exactly what I need in my fucking life right now. So that's not live. And there's a goddamn delay. That's awesome. Can you hear me echoing? Exactly what I need in my fucking life right now. So that's not live. And there's a goddamn delay. That's awesome. Can you hear me echoing? Exactly what I need in my fucking life right now. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work because I can't watch it on YouTube. And I don't want to watch it here because this isn't YouTube. And I feel like y'all are these the YouTube comments I'm receiving right now? Okay, well, I can't make y'all edit. I can't make anyone a moderator with on StreamYard. I can't make them a moderator for YouTube. So this is fucking stupid. This is like pointless. I can't. Stop. There's a delay again, and there's going to be an echo again. I already know. Well, I guess I just can't watch it on YouTube. I have to watch it on this stupid stream thing. Okay, well, I'm glad. Are you two still moderators? Y'all gotta talk to me. Are you two still moderators? Lest we forget, I made Lest we forget and Stacy moderators. Are you two still here? Thank you. Lest we remember. It got taken down because it saw the video I was either it saw the video I was playing on my fucking screen right there, or it heard the fucking tune I was playing on this. I'm guessing it was the screen. Given that that's less than 25% of my shot, and this whole fucking thing is my intellectual property, YouTube should fucking know that I was not violating any copyright laws. And the fucking video that I had up probably wasn't even copyrighted. Okay? I am going to read the copyright. Okay. The Copyright Act of 1976 forms the basis of copyright law in the United States today. It took effect 1st January 1978, implementing fundamental and sweeping changes in many aspects of copyright law. Copyright protection extends to all original works of authorship. Here I am to take into account new kinds of media, like this. Congress adopted this expansive language to avoid having constantly to amend copyright laws to account for the development of new technologies and means of expression, such as YouTube. Okay? So given that, and I fucking planned this out and I fucking thought about it because this is going to be my new channel. I'm going to have me and I'm going to have my screen, and that is less than 25% of the screen. So this is fucking, this whole fucking thing, 100% of this is my intellectual property because I'm in it. Do you understand me? YouTube? Sorry you can't fucking enforce the rules of your own goddamn country properly. And I understand there are different like zoning laws within all countries, but like y'all need to figure that out, okay? Because it's not my problem, and I'm obeying the law within my country, and I'm using my rights as an American to have an intellectual property on a screen like this one, okay? Might want to fucking start being proper and actually properly using the fucking law, you know, of the country that you're stationed in, idiots. Honey, I can't do that on stream. I can on stream I can only put user in timeout or block user. Bay. Hi, I'm sorry. I've just, you're on air now.
Oh, word.
Okay, I hope that they can hear you. You know what? I'm gonna get the speakers because that would probably work better. Hold on.
All right. I'm gonna go watch the video.
Okay, you're gonna want to put it on mute.
What'd you say?
You gotta mute it.
The video?
Yes.
I just needed the video. What does that mean? What has that done? Ooh, I like your crop top.
Oh, thanks. It's like I made it for sun protection.
I love it.
You can make it. It's a rectangle. And you
I
just,
already
you
have
just,
a bunch.
you just
My sister actually knitted me a crop top. It's so nice.
sew it like this.
Yeah, it's like that, but it has like the straps are there. But it's like made of yarn. And it's so pretty.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, my darling.
What are we going to talk about today?
Hold on, sweetheart. I'm putting you on the speakers. Sorry it took me so long to get it working. YouTube is just so fucking bad at making everything user-friendly.
What happened? Why did they flag your
So you used to be able to live stream straight from YouTube, but now you need to get a stream service, and it's really fucking annoying and complicated because you have to connect the stream service to YouTube.
Never mind that.
And then,
this is why I don't.
Dude, exactly. It's such a fucking it's a shit show.
They censor you out.
Yeah.
They demonetize people.
Yep.
And it's just, now I just feel like it's like this marketing thing, like.
I know. It is. It fully is. I mean, it's like they're just
making money.
It's about making money, and they made it really not user friendly on purpose. It used to be actually user friendly, but it's not anymore because they only want people who are extremely gifted technologically to be able to use it. And did you know that these annoying ass famous YouTube stars don't even edit their videos?
Probably not. They have already people editing it for them.
Yeah, they do.
Of course, it's off stage. It's about making a TV, you know?
It's dumb.
It's a spectacle.
It's dumb as fuck. Can y'all hear Kyler? Can y'all hear Kyler?
Hello.
I think they can hear you. Well, I think we've gotten on to a good start. I didn't really have anything in mind, my darling, but I think I titled this YouTube is anti-American or something.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.
I mean, they just want to be. They want to be corporate, you know. I don't think they originally were corporate, but now they are. So it's such a nightmare.
Yeah, this is capitalism. There's no real free speech anymore, and I don't know. It's kind of like a dead end. And then everyone in the comments is just going to be ridiculous.
Well, I think we have good viewers as of right now, and I have prohibited comments on my channel, so people can't even comment. I mean, they can only comment on the live stream during live chat. That's it. They can't make comments on the YouTube on the videos afterwards.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But actually, I see comments down here.
You mean the
like actual posted comments on your page, though, below the video.
You mean on the live chat?
Like under the live chat, like there's actual comments that have been posted and published.
Well, those are getting deleted later if they're there.
There's 125 of them.
Oh yeah, honey, that's from the live chat.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So, how's everything?
I'm good. I've had a good day.
Good.
I just feel like this monotony is like starting to. I don't know what to do every day now.
It's starting to get to me. I agree. I'm like I love doing my art projects and I love quilting. I'm doing that right now, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm like, how the fuck long is this gonna go on? You know.
I mean, I've heard that they might start opening businesses here back up in Philadelphia if they can adhere to the quarantine and social distancing standards, whatever that means. But a lot of businesses aren't opening back up. But at least we all get to collect unemployment.
Right, I guess that's nice. I feel like
but there's like nothing you can do.
I feel like this is just gonna fuck us though as a country, like completely.
Yeah, fuck it for a whole lot of reasons.
And there's like nothing we can do. We can't protest. That's not allowed. We're not allowed to protest. Dude, it's not like Americans would even protest anyway. They don't protest anymore.
There is protesting, but it's not real protesting. Like, people are paid to protest. Or people do it for the social media attention as well.
Yeah, dude, that's how I felt about the Wemixons March. It was just like a social media gathering. Stupid.
Yeah, I feel like it's also like it's cool to protest in a certain period of your life, like when you're in college.
Right, I agree.
Like saying you went to Standing Rock or whatever. I feel like that thing kind of like changed everything because people were just like on Facebook, like, look, I'm checking into Standing Rock, but I'm actually not doing anything.
Right, bro. It's like you have to like just create the image for yourself because this is the age of social media. You know?
Yeah, now people are woke. Now, you know, being a leftist is cool.
Woke,
like,
hashtag
nihilism is cool.
Right.
It's all just like some weird trend for your avatar.
It is, dude. It is. It's like...
And that's why we have so many alt-right people that have risen to extremes.
I don't really pay much attention to the alt-right shit. I try to not pay attention to it, actually.
Yeah, me either. But it's so apparent online.
Sure. Yeah, I get a lot of...
Like, most people online are.
Yeah, I get a lot of those people commenting sometimes. A lot of those people would comment.
I feel like it's their only outlet.
I think so, because they don't really have anything outside of the internet. They don't have real lives.
Nope.
Gross.
Well, it's not, like, politically correct to have their viewpoint.
Right.
In, like, maybe their real lives as well.
Sure.
But yeah, I try to avoid the internet in general.
You know, I really admire that about you, and I think I should really do the same thing because it's really not brought me that much, like, just not brought that much to my life.
No, I feel like it sets you up to get a lot of abuse from people that you don't even really know.
Right.
Also, I feel like it's dangerous to project yourself onto the internet.
Right.
And also, you might only meet people who, like, you may ideologically agree with, but then it's like, it's not like a real connection almost.
Exactly. Yeah, I've had that happen more than once.
Yeah, so it's, like, dangerous.
Yeah.
That's why I deleted all my videos. I just was like, what am I even doing here? Like, why am I on the internet? And am I just using this to have some sort of alter ego or something?
Sure. Yeah, I feel like it encourages people to have, like, an alter ego. Like, they have, like, your real self, and then there's your online self. Which is creepy.
Yeah, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's creepy and weird and gross. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like the feeling.
Yeah, me neither. It's like, just feels weird, honestly.
And then, like, corporations and the government, and they're stealing all this information about you.
Bro, that's why I got the fucking hell off of VC's book. Like, they were doing that shit way before anyone knew about it, you know? And
of course,
I felt so uncomfortable with that, so I dipped real fast.
Yeah.
Do you have a feces book?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like once you create one, you can't really get rid of it. And I feel like I use Facebook to, like, get things like houses, like buy things, like, you know, trade things, find services in my neighborhood.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I still hate it, and I don't really go on it.
Right, dude. It just, yeah, I just hate it, honestly. I truly, truly hate it. I wonder what the world would be like if it had never been created.
Yeah, it's like, everything it says it does, it's not like the best way of doing it. Like even sharing stuff, like not really sharing stuff, you're like posting photos of yourself or saying you're doing shit just to get a response from people who are there by like comment or like rate what you're doing.
Right.
But there's also this like competition or something where it's about getting that approval, getting that like, and getting that dopamine.
Definitely. Yeah, it is. And like, that's something that I like. I mean, I like to be aware of my behaviors, and I like to, you know, like actually be conscious of what I'm doing and like think about my actions, you know? So and it's easy to get into like the same patterns or to get into unhealthy patterns or what have you. But so like all the way back in the day, back in like the fucking aughties, okay, I was on Feces Book. I was putting shit tons of pictures up, you know, like what it was though, is that like I actually really like taking pictures like in general. Like it's just a fun thing for me, you know. I like having an actual camera. I have an actual camera, you know. I like taking pictures. Yeah, it's fun. But so like pretty quickly I realized like, you know, a few people would like hit like on my pictures or whatever. And then like I also really liked writing statuses. I thought that was fun. But then even then I realized the exact same people were liking my stuff. You know, like the exact same like 40 something people were liking my stuff. And I was like, okay, well, you know, that's nice that they like my stuff, but like I know that they're just like lurking about on Feces Book like me. So like really, what's the point of this?
Yeah, but it's also like, what are you even doing?
Right, exactly.
You know, like sometimes I post up and I'm like, what am I doing and why am I doing this?
Right, yeah, dude. And I just couldn't figure out I couldn't justify like continuing to be on there, so I fucking left.
Well, I applaud you because most people cannot do it. I can't do that. I can't leave Facebook like that. It's amazing.
Well, don't you talk to your friends or whatever on it?
No, I have a few friends. I talk to them like in real life.
Right.
Like hang out with them.
Right. I mean, it was kind of this like really long and drawn out process for me when I got rid of it, because like I was so worried that like my friends, like I wasn't going to be able to talk to my friends. And I thought about it and I was like, okay, well, and I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, well, I have friends like all over the world, you know, so Facebook is just like the easiest way. And I'm like, okay, well, the friends that I have that are not in my same country, they have my email, they have my contact information. They can still contact me, you know, they don't have to contact me through Facebook. Like, sure, Facebook is like actually convenient and stuff, but it's not like necessary to maintain contact. So like, I mean, it took me a while, but finally, like, I just like was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. And I left forever, and it was a great decision.
Oh my gosh, I can hear my voice. Jesus, it's scary. But yeah, that's really good. Like, did you ever think that maybe if you didn't, like, sometimes even just like contacting people outside of Facebook is a lot, because I don't know, it kind of just changes the meaning of like relationships, I think.
No, it
like
does.
Should it like your friends be people you see in real life, and if you have this distance between you, then it just should be or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Or you should take time to like maybe visit them.
I agree completely. And like, I'm really glad that I know a lot of people, and I care for them and I wish them well and stuff. But yeah, I don't, a lot of shit ton of people, I don't see them on the reg, you know, we're not like hanging out. We're not like meeting up or anything like that. So like, and that doesn't mean I like don't care about them, but they're not, in fact, you know, in my life. You know, maybe they're like, I guess that's part of it. It's like it creates the simulation that this person is in your life because their pictures come up on your feed.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing about it.
Right.
That I think can be bad or harmful.
Right.
I in general just think that media in general is very harmful for people, especially women.
I think it is too. I feel like it's I agree. And I feel like it takes like, I mean, what people don't realize about like YouTube is like, I guess it's not YouTube. I don't know, dude. I know your parents are older and my parents are older too, but like, you know, so your parents were around like when television was like relatively new, you know, and so were mine. And when I watch older television shows, namely like The Twilight Zone, I just watched an episode of The Twilight Zone with MD. Like, people back then, it was so much harder to come by a camera, like a moving camera, you know, a television camera, a movie camera, whatever. Like, you just generally didn't. And even if you had like a, you know, a video camera for like home movies or something, like that's like a real status symbol, you know. Those are fucking expensive, so definitely not everyone has those. But like, I'm saying that like there's a whole different attitude in earlier years about being in front of a camera, and you know, not everyone can do it. Most people can't, honestly. So it's just like, but now that everyone has a fucking camera on their phone, everyone just thinks that they can just be on camera and everything's cool. And like, that's not true, you know,
yeah, it's definitely like a oversaturated market
exactly
for photography.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even like being on camera.
That's fair. I don't mind it, but like I'm really mindful about it. You know, I don't just do it whenever. Like, I come across a lot of people who just like do it whenever, and it's super fucking clear to me that a shit ton of people on YouTube, especially ones that have corporate sponsors, are addicted to being on camera, you know? And they'll just like come on, and they'll just like come on and be like, "Oh my god, I went to the Gap today, blah blah blah," or some shit. Like, I don't care. No, like, no one fucking cares. Like, I guess people do care because they watch that shit. Like, the dumbest people on the fucking planet are famous right now. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Well, some are supposed to be dumb. Other people are supposed to be dumb, I guess.
I wish it weren't so, but it is. Babe, do you watch South Park?
No.
Have you before?
I have, though. It's funny, I just don't watch a lot of, like, TV, like, cartoons.
That's fine.
Like, sometimes will binge something occasionally.
I was just thinking, I don't even remember it that well, but there was this one episode where Earth is a reality show on, like, a different planet. Like, this other alien society, like, watches Earth for entertainment. And it's like, today on Earth, like, all this dumb shit that we actually do, you know?
So, like, the Truman Show, basically, things like that.
I love that movie. That's like,
it's okay.
One of my favorite
artistically, I wasn't that into it.
I love
like,
it.
It was okay when I saw it.
I don't think it really holds up that well anymore, because like reality TV like wasn't even a thing when that movie came out.
Yeah.
But maybe the Truman Show made reality TV more of a thing. I think it did, actually. Wow, you want to know how good I am? The Truman Show came out in 1998, and Survivor, which is really the show that like started the whole reality TV boom, was in 1999. So I would say that, yeah, it did.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting fact. I didn't know.
I mean, I wouldn't say, I mean, not everyone saw the Truman Show, but like very shortly after it, you know, Survivor was popular. It's just like a cultural shift. It's whatever. It was cool back in the day when I was 9.
What kind of quilts are you making? Just
I'm making, this is a hand quilt, and I'm doing it by hand because my sewing machine is broken. But I also kind of like committed early on to doing it hand, so I'm doing it hand. Bro, this is legit. I bought the fucking materials for this, like most of them. So let me show you. Hold on. So this part, the part with all the different pieces, the front, that's called the top piece. I bought those fabrics legit fucking 10 years ago. And it's taken me this long to get this far on my quilt.
How big is it?
It's not even a twin size. It's like a little bit smaller than a twin size. I didn't want it to be big because I don't put my feet under the covers when I sleep. I sleep with my feet outside of the covers. So I don't like it when a blanket. I don't like it when a blanket is too big. Girl, my feet get hot. Your feet don't get hot?
No.
My feet get really hot in the night, and I have to, like, I never wear socks to bed. Do you wear socks to bed?
No.
Yeah.
I just have a shit ton of blankets. I have kind of small feet, so.
You do?
You get cold.
What size shoe do you wear?
I wear like a 9.
That's not small.
But my feet are like slender.
I see. Okay. I wear a 9 too.
But yeah, but yeah, I just have slender feet, I guess, not so much small.
I got you.
All right, so what else should we talk about?
Well, let's see if anyone.
What does everyone in the comments want to talk about?
Let's see. Does anyone want to talk about anything in the comments? Let's look quick.
What's the hot topic?
What's the hot topic of the day?
What is what?
Hold on, I'm looking. Y'all, what do you want to talk about? Hold on, honey. I have to plug in my computer. One sec.
Word.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that you've ever seen. Wow, see, YouTube isn't getting on my ass about that shit, and that's a copywritten tune. Oh, Binky. Binky's in the shot. Everyone say hi to Binky. Say hi, Binky. We love you. I love him.
Dude. Wait. Oh, he's so cute.
He's the cutest.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's just living life, having a time. Okay, do y'all want to talk about anything? Yes, he is an angel. Do y'all want to talk about anything? I have her on the phone.
I don't see any weird
What, honey bun?
people.
Oh yeah, luckily I don't think there are any right now. Maybe we could talk about incels.
I don't even know. I feel like I spend too much time in my life talking about them.
No, that's fair.
They're scared. It's too much. Funky. Who needs to spend their energy on that note? They get enough press.
You're right. I'm a devotee, so that's why I use this. Someone asked me a question.
We were talking about earlier.
What were you talking about earlier?
Yeah.
I'm forgetting.
It's okay. I think talking itself is kind of annoying, like in a way. Like, I feel like it's just humanity, like talking is kind of a form of like interference or like, it can be very intrusive.
Talking?
Something.
Talking?
It's like, just in terms of like language and stuff, like you ever think about how the English language has so many freaking letters and stuff, and then like in more indigenous groups, like they have fewer words but like the words have more meaning or more complex meaning.
Sure. Yeah, I know what you
like,
mean.
Things we don't have a word for. Like there's a word called, I forget what tribe it's from, but there's this movie called Anastasia. And
I've seen parts of it.
It's actually a movie that's composed like by Philip Glass. Like the soundtrack is actually really cool, but Anastasia basically means life out of balance, and the whole movie is about transition from a more, land-based way of life. There's more of a relationship to that, and to a very highly industrialized city that almost looks like a computer chip.
Sure, yeah.
It's like a lot of like scenery and stuff. Like the city is, in contrast to like the Grand Canyon.
Sure,
or, like,
yeah.
More nature areas.
Yeah, dude, I gotta watch that again.
Life out of balance.
Yeah, I have to watch it again. It's been a long time. It's really interesting though, and I agree about talking, dude. I used to my ex was deaf, and it was actually like super fucking refreshing not to talk. Like he and I would we would sign all the time, but it's different. Mm-hmm. It's totally different than talking. And signing is actually a lot more it is a lot more efficient than any like spoken language a lot of the time. It's like, dude, the things you can say in sign compared to the things you say in just in English, because that's my most spoken language. It takes like 25% of the time to sign something than it would to say it in English. It's like so fucking fast. And like also, do you know about Native American Sign Language?
Yeah.
Bro, Native American Sign Language is the fucking most interesting, coolest, smartest thing in the world. So it was mostly, as far as I understand it, it was mostly Cree Indians it wasn't just them, but they had a lot of sign. So like Cree Indians created a lot of sign language, and a lot of surrounding tribes also used sign because they didn't all speak the same language. So like if you met up with someone not from your tribe and like you wanted to interact, you could just sign, which is really smart. And the like stereotypical greeting of a Native American that's like holding your hand up and saying how.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, but do you know of that?
No.
Okay, well, it's a thing they do in like cartoons and stuff. I mean, not so much anymore, but if you watch like old timey shows and stuff where they're depicting American Indians, like they do that. And that sign actually meant they were, I don't think they said the word how. I think that was an English word that they later learned, but that sign meant, what do you want to trade? Like, I'll trade you. It was a greeting and like, hey, let's trade. Like, I'll trade you this for this, which is really interesting. Oh. Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool. And then, also, it's normal that when you get older, you lose your hearing. And then, but so they were using sign for the elderly, they like, you didn't have to, you could still hear, but you were hearing, a lot of elderly people get hearing impaired. So they would like just sign, and there's actually a really interesting birth defect that happens most frequently with people who are of Navajo descent, and it's where they're born without ears. They're born without ears and without what's the like thing that goes in your ear to your brain? Eardrums. They're born without any type of ear. It's really interesting.
I wonder what that's from.
I don't know.
I don't think the Navajo has always been Navajo.
Oh no, it's not like unique to the Navajo. It just happened like the most frequently within Navajo, and it wasn't even. I don't even think it was that common.
Wow.
It's like twins, dude. Like African folks are the most likely to have twins. and things of that nature. Did you know that 75% of Black women who become pregnant and give birth after age 35 have twins?
Well, that's crazy.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, I know people have done that.
With twins?
And they've been Black women who had twins after 35.
Sure,
Even
yeah.
when I was in this comment.
I have to get a scissors.
But I think language is a form of technology. It's a great form of technology. I feel like in our society, technology is supposed to be, mechanistic, and patriarchal technology is based off of functioning and mechanisms and expansion and growth. And
sure, yeah. I mean, I know.
It.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and I feel like. I feel like you know how the English are some of the OG colonizers, and so are the Spanish. I feel like that's having to do with how their languages work, how you hear their language and how their languages are received. I think that British English is actually really easy to understand because of how hard their consonants are. But same with Spanish. I think that it's relatively easy to understand because of how hard their consonants are too. Were you going to say something?
I was like, even French is kind of that way.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of extra letters and everything, but don't pronounce most of the consonants. Right.
Yeah, dude. 40% of English is derived from French. So that kind of tells you a lot. I like French, but I like French as a language, but I don't know. I haven't really spent that much time in France. I don't really plan to either. So, but there are Canadian French.
Yeah. Canadian French.
Did you ever go
Another
to...
thing about technology I don't like is I don't think everything can be shared. I think it can perverts the concept of sharing things.
Sorry, what does?
Technology.
Oh no, it definitely does. Technology creates this semblance that men have power when they don't. Men can't create life, but they can create technology. And it makes them feel special, therefore.
Yeah, it's about access to knowledge and finding secrets of the world. But there's also not everything discovered are things that people haven't already known forever. It's just they're using this scientific way to find answers. People have always been able to predict the weather, but in the West, we think weather prediction was something that happened 100 years ago here or something.
Sure, yeah. And also though, why do you desperately need to know the weather, sure, you want to know.
Goal,
go ahead.
Is mainly, I think, for military purposes.
For what purposes?
Military purposes.
That's true. You gotta be on point, on guard. Are you were raised in a military family?
No.
Was one of your parents in the military?
No, none of my family was in the military.
Oh, I have no idea why I thought that about you. I guess I just imagined it.
No.
I imagined it.
But I know people who have.
You know people who have been?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a few people here and there. I mean, my granddads were military, but that was kind of a given when they were alive. They weren't.
Yeah, you really had to be.
They weren't drafted. Now that I think.
Well, yeah,
of
it is something you did.
Right. Yeah.
I wonder how long we've had war.
How long we've had war?
Yeah, probably forever.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Probably forever, but like now, I mean, you know, okay. Having like a physical battle with, you know, other dudes who also want to have a physical battle with you and even killing them when y'all agreed to that, like that's one thing. I mean, I still don't like it, you know, it's like stupid, but like that's one thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about like hand-to-hand combat, but like throwing in like nuclear weapons and like the LRAD and like all this fucking like crazy like bombs, like that's another, you know, like that's a next level stupid, you know. Like men, yeah, I took this really fucked up class in university. It was called like, forget what it was called, but it was like all about war, and it was just like the most, I mean, there wasn't really anything like derived from it. It was just like a lot of these people were in war. Here's war. I mean, I guess what I did take out of it was like people often like talk about war like they miss it. They're like all nostalgic about, they're like, oh, the war, you know what I mean? They're like, this happened during the war, this, that, and the other thing happened during the war, you know? It like, it creates this fucked up solidarity, you know? Kind of like what's going on now. Like, oh, God. People like want to have solidarity with each other, and they can't figure the fuck out how to do it other than killing people with bombs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about war in our culture, it's about, the secret aim is just to get more resources, I think.
Is to get what?
More resources.
Absolutely.
And then expansion, that's such a part of it, agriculture.
Right, dude. For sure. And it's like, I don't know. It's just, it's so strange to me. Do you like Godzilla movies?
Huh?
Do you like Godzilla?
No.
Bro, I've
only seen them once when I was a kid, but I'm not a huge fan of them, like following around, but it probably has some great like symbolism in Japanese culture. And I know it's about war or something.
Well, it's about nuclear weapons. Like Godzilla is an allegory for nuclear weapons, which I think is extremely fascinating. I should watch more Godzilla, but like I generally love Godzilla because it's kind of a way that Japanese people interpreted nuclear weapons through an artistic sense. And then they always beat Godzilla, you know? Because just because you fucking drop a goddamn nuclear bomb on people doesn't like kill them and doesn't like end a country. Yeah, you fuck them up. Yeah, that shit's not cool. Yeah, like you ruin people's lives, you ruin families, you ruin, you know, the earth that you drop it upon. And it also, do you know how bad nuclear weapons are, Kyler?
Yeah. The thing is, like, they're really bad for human civilization.
Right.
I feel like the Earth can be fine. I think the Earth might be okay.
I hope she is.
It just seems to really decimate humans. It does weird things to animal populations of the Earth. And also, how can we really long spend? It's such a new thing.
We don't know the extent. We can't know the extent because we're only human, and that shit is inhuman. We can't know the extent, and it's so like, it's just so scary, dude. It's just so terrifying that like anyone ever fucking created a nuclear weapon. That drives me crazy to even, I can't even think about it really. It's fucking scary.
I don't think about it.
I don't think about it. I try not to. It's upsetting, you know?
It's something, I guess, if whoever's meant to survive will survive it and figure something out.
Right, yeah. Have you eaten lately?
Yeah, I had a salad.
Oh, right, yeah. Yummy, your salad. Delicious. I love salad. What was in it?
It's something. It was just like romaine lettuce and just a bunch of shit I had in my fridge. Like foods that were gonna go bad, like parsley, cucumbers, and beef. And then I put like chicken dressing on everything and cheese, so it doesn't really make it a salad, I guess. It's so like, maybe it's so like drenched in nothing, but that's how I like these salads. I don't like them all like crunchy and bare.
Sure, yeah. If you don't want to talk about this, it's totally fine. But can you tell me about that guy you hung out with that was vegan?
I don't know if we want to.
That's okay. You don't have to.
What did you want to know?
I just found it really entertaining.
Just I don't even think what's so stupid. I don't even like these people. Like,
so like, are y'all on lockdown?
Lockdown? Not lockdown. We're supposed to be socially distant, basically, like not hang out in groups or dinner and shit. Like, people have been arrested for going on a bus without a mask. Like, you're supposed to wear a mask at all times and gloves when you're out. And you're supposed to go out unless it's like, you know, essential or something. But people are still going out. Like, you can go out and jog or something, but you don't want people hanging out in groups on the street.
Dude, yeah. What, honey?
We only have about 7,000 cases and like a couple hundred deaths.
7,000 cases?
Yeah.
I looked this up. I told you this earlier. Didn't I tell you this earlier today that there's only been one confirmed case in my county? And
what is your county?
Multnomah County. But in the next county over, there have been 142 cases and 55 confirmed deaths.
You have a small county?
Yeah, the county's pretty small, actually. But it's weird because, like, most of Portland, like, most of the most populated areas of Portland are in Multnomah County. So I guess that's good.
Yeah.
That there haven't been that many cases.
I hope it doesn't get any bigger. Like, I don't think it is that huge at this moment.
Sure, yeah.
I just don't understand how it's supposed to run away from a virus or whatever.
How what?
How? I don't understand how we're supposed to run away from a virus or whatever.
Right, dude. There's only so much we can do. And like, it's just, I guess we're just supposed to like shut down everything until further notice. You know, like, how can we like, I don't know, this plan of action is just like not sustainable. I'm glad people are noticing that women are handling it better, both like politically and physically, because more men are dying from COVID.
True.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people.
Men need to immune system.
They do, because they're mutants.
They're naturally supposed to have weaker immune systems, just like world around, like just everywhere. They just feel.
Right, dude. And men are just more destructive. Like, men are more likely to die of other things too, like drug addiction or alcohol consumption or anything like that. More men die from that all the time.
Yeah.
But
drugs are way worse for women than well.
But why do you think that is?
They actually drink way more than women because they have actually an enzyme in the stomach that can digest alcohol. They can tolerate that better.
So are you saying because they have like better drug tolerance generally, that makes them more likely to do drugs more hardcore?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. They've always done drugs more.
Sure, yeah.
It's crazy how smoking, women weren't encouraged to smoke like in the 20th century, but then, things changed and suddenly women smoking. I think this was like during World War II, like, so after that, smoking for women became like a social thing. Like, it became like a feminist thing. It became cool to smoke. And women
sure.
more women were going to the workforce because there were less men.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting to think about. Yeah, it was like plenty of women did smoke like before it became popular, but then once it became popular, like a lot more women started doing it.
Well, it wasn't advertised women.
There we go. Advertisements. It's the advertisements, babe. Did the advertisements cause COVID? I'm just kidding. But did they? No, I don't think so. You're not on Instagram, are you?
I am. You have my Instagram.
I know, but I feel like you haven't been on it in a long time.
I don't know why I've been taking a break from things like that because I don't know, because I don't really post a lot about my life. Something about it feels like exhibitionist, and I'm so deep down inside I could give a fuck what people think about some little photos, I suppose.
No.
Like, sometimes I get good feedback, and otherwise I'm not into the whole culture of like rating yourself based on the followers and likes, and then I don't know, like why am I doing things to get people to see what I'm doing or something? It's just a weird way of living life. It's something about it's just very weird to me.
No,
it doesn't seem authentic.
No,
it's inauthentic.
No, I fully understand that.
And I felt like I needed to take my energy and center it in my life, and not outside of my life. Because people really get caught up in the external world of like the internet.
No, they do.
When it's not even real.
No, they definitely do. And like I've had to that's why I don't post that many pictures of me. I mean, I'll post me like with my animals, but I'll post pictures of me occasionally, but I like actually taking like a good picture and like posting that versus like just posting pictures of me, dude. I probably told you about this woman. I like feel sort of bad about it, but whatever. Anyway, so I mean, but it's kind of going into what we were saying earlier about how like things like Instagram create the illusion that people are in your life when they're not really, but like as long as you're seeing pictures of them, it feels like they are, but so yeah, I was friends with this gal who I really cared about. Like we had just known each other many years, like starting in middle school, and she got married, and she had kids, and like she would just post like a lot of pictures being like of like cheesy fake like smiles, pictures being like, here we are at the park, here we are at the whatever, dude, I don't care, you know, here we are at the zoo or whatever the fuck, I don't care. But like she would just post a lot of pictures like that, and they were like super like posed and just fake. And it was like picture after picture after picture like that. And I was like, okay, maybe I can just like try to ignore her and like not be, you know, affected by this. I'll do my best. But like, it was just so hard to watch, you know? And like, it finally got to, because I knew she was lying. Like, you don't post that many fake pictures if you're not trying to convince yourself that you're enjoying yourself, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the thing about women and social media. That's one weird thing. It's like women post all these photos of themselves with filters, glowing up, wearing clothes with makeup. It's just like they try to be Instagram models, like taking photos of their kids, like all that stuff. It's like a whole nother thing.
Right.
But that also turned me off from basketball, because I feel like if I'm going on here, then I'm kind of like being a part of their audience in a way I'm encouraging them to do things like that. And I just didn't get that culture on.
Fair.
It's like they need to like be seen, and they need people to see them fitting into certain social norms. And that's also the thing about the internet, social media. People can use Instagram and like social media to you know, fabricate that they are fitting into these made up social norms, and therefore like reinforcing them and selling them.
Right.
And making money off of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Right, dude.
No problem.
Right. Yeah. They like, I think you just said something interesting. You said that women want to be seen, and they do. That's true. Like, who doesn't want to be seen? But like, I feel like they're not really seen or taken seriously in real life. So they turn to Instagram, and then they're quote unquote seen there. Do you know what I mean? But it's not.
Well, they're indulged. They want to be further indulged.
Right. Right. Definitely.
But it's also that idea that it's like my life should be something seen. I'm like not real or something.
Right, dude.
It's stupid, because what is that person really doing? They're not doing anything. They're like probably watching TV in real life.
Exactly.
You can, like, I don't like how you can fabricate your entire life on the internet. I really don't. And then that's why it's just like go on the internet more and let go from less, because it's like, why am I on this? This is just out me.
Have you seen?
Is there something in my life that I should be doing to fulfill myself in other ways that is way more fulfilling than going on here? Because it's not real fulfillment.
Right, exactly.
It's dopamine.
No, it is. You're right, babe. Have you seen Black Mirror?
Yeah, but I'm really looking at it.
Have you seen the episode?
I got over it immediately because I've just seen so many episodes. Like, just that concept, I felt like. But yeah, you just go on, because I don't want to get into that.
What, honey? Get into what?
Like, why I don't really want to do it.
Well, there's this really. Can I tell you about this scary episode?
Which episode? I've seen all of them.
Oh, the one where they have that like clicker where they can replay their memories.
The first episode?
I think it was the first season. I don't know. It's not
that guy who found out his wife was cheating.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one was pretty sad.
Dude, I loved that one. I mean, it was so like disturbing, but it was so good, you know. I like
the actor.
Me too. I feel like they that made me like really not want to go on social media, honestly.
Yeah.
It made me feel.
And it made me stop, unfortunately.
It made you dumb?
No, it didn't make me stop, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I didn't stop. I just wanted to go on less. That's all.
That's good. That's actually pretty good. Too bad they made that virtual reality movie. That's why I just got critical of it, because I'm like, I just feel like they're saying criticizing technology and shit and artificial intelligence and stuff, but then they're also just making stuff that encourages it.
You're absolutely right. It's almost like a commercial for the future. Bunch of people are. What are people talking about here on the comments? Honestly, I get a lot of really.
I think people are just looking for drama.
I think so too, and I get a lot of really fucking dumb comments, and it really bothers me. Even in the live streams, we get dumbass comments there. Got dumbass comments on the vids when they were done, and
You ever feel like people on the internet just regurgitate the things you say?
oh, they do. They 100% do, like without a doubt. Like
I feel like you have a bandwagon following, anonymous followers.
I think I definitely do. And another thing that I have is like people who like hate watch me. Like they say they hate me, but they're actually my fans. Like you don't just like watch all my videos and come to all my live streams and comment them and say like fuck you turf, 30 different times because you hate me. Like you're obviously a fan in that case,
Yeah, of course.
But these people are too stupid to understand that. Because like if you really did hate me, like you would ignore me.
Yeah. That is true.
Have you heard about this is changing the subject, but have you heard about men who went to all boys schools? Like, okay, excuse me. Have you heard of trans women who went to all boys schools?
No.
Because, I mean, it's not really a thing in the US. I guess we do have a few, like, all-boys schools, but it's not really, like, a widespread phenomenon, But, like, I've heard from multiple trans women, like, multiple men who are just gay, like, generally HSTS, turned trans, that, like, they were, made fun of or whatever in school, and these boys in their school beat them up, and they called them fairy and insulted them and stuff. And obviously these men internalized it because then they transed out. But I've heard a lot of them say, like, after they finished high school, their bullies approached them and were like, "Hey, dude, wanna hook up?" Like,
yeah, I mean that's real. That's the thing. People tend to like focus their anger as a way to hide their insecurities against people that are living that.
Right, exactly.
Or represent that.
Exactly.
Those secrets and shame they have.
Exactly. But it's like you wouldn't, like, if you really did hate someone, you wouldn't be doing everything within your power to get your dick near his. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
They're like going out of their way to like beat this guy up or whatever. It's because they like him.
Of course they do.
What are you? Go ahead.
Complexities of life.
Right, exactly. Did you have any plans for this evening, my darling?
No, I've just been working on like drawing and nothing much to watch on television or anything.
Bro, I just found out I have television. So my friend came over and did the cable hookup thing, but the he like got the television in working order, but like the actual television like wouldn't come on. And we thought I would have to like call whoever, you know, my internet provider so that I could have television. And I just turned it on today and it's working apparently. So this is literally the first time in my entire life as an adult that I've owned a television. But here I am. I turned on the telly because I wanted to have that. So what I wanted to have in this live chat or stream was I wanted to just have a video of a fire on my telly, and then like it would just be, you know, a fireside chat, right? But so that I think that's what ended my first live stream. Fuck you, YouTube. But anyway, so
why'd they end that?
Because they told me I was doing copyright infringement, which I wasn't doing. They were like, we detected that this video has copyright. It might be infringing upon copyright law, and it's not. I know the copyright law, YouTube. I know it. So don't tell me that shit. Y'all obviously don't. Maybe you should get better employees working at your company that actually understand what copyright law is. I don't think they have actual humans like searching this shit. I think it's a robot or some shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they could accurately do it. But
that's so legitimizing.
So unlegitimizing. So delegitimizing. I totally agree. I was gonna say something though. What was I gonna say? Oh, but so I just hit power on the television just to turn it on because I was thinking it would go to like the blank screen, you know, because I can zap a video from my phone onto the telly. So, but I turned it on and like the television was like the actual television was coming through and I was like, oh, I have television. And it took about 45 seconds for me to get really annoyed and like need to turn it off.
I honestly feel like watching television can be relaxing.
Oh, sure. I mean, I was in no mood at the time, but like a lot of it I find extremely annoying.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of fun. Can't lie. I think the telly can be fun. The television can be fun.
Sometimes it's nice to come home after work and just like sit down and watch television.
Yeah, just zone out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you bake at all?
I actually love baking more than cooking.
I love baking too. I think I'm gonna bake a cake tonight.
I like it more than cooking because you use the same ingredients kind of for everything. And it's easier to just put everything together sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I like baking and cooking a whole lot, but I was definitely baking well before I was cooking well. I think that baking is like easier. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You can kind of take away with it or something. Like, I think I like pies more than I do like cakes, though.
Oh my gosh, I should make a pie. I would love to make a pie. I haven't made a pie I don't think I've made a pie like ever by myself, come to think of it.
Ooh.
I like, what kind of pie?
I made a pound cake.
Ooh, that sounds
last week
delicious.
With a raspberry marble in it.
Oh, that sounds really, really nice. Was it yummy?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was like a little breakfast cake. I don't have like white sugar, so I use brown sugar and coconut sugar. So that's why I marbled it with raspberries, so it could be like a breakfast cake.
Oh, beautiful. That sounds great. Yeah, I think I'll bake a cake later. I have two like circle pans and I love like double layered cakes, but I only have one cake mix, so I'm just gonna put like a smaller amount of cake mix in the two pans, and then I can layer them. They'll just be thinner layers.
Sick.
Yeah, I can't wait. I was gonna make that cake for Easter, but I don't know what the fuck was happening on Easter, but I guess I didn't feel like it. Did you do anything on
Yeah,
Easter?
sexy bunny time.
Sexy bunny time. Did you do anything on Easter?
No, I think I went shopping.
Yeah.
And I dropped a huge thing of like yogurt in the supermarket.
You dropped it?
But it was like this really good cream top, full fat yogurt from like a local farm.
Oh, nice.
And it was like one of the last ones. And I didn't have a cart because I couldn't find any carts or whatever. So I ended up carrying it and it fell.
No.
I felt like such an asshole, but
Oh, that happens though.
it's really good. I like yogurt. I love dairy.
I love dairy too. I fucking love butter, dude. It's so yummy.
Delicious.
I love butter. I'm really obsessed with cheese. I love cheese. I love milk. Absolutely love milk. It's so good.
Heard that like drinking milk is for like sociopaths though.
Maybe I'm a sociopath.
Like no, like just straight glasses of milk.
What? Where'd you hear this?
Huh?
Where did you hear this?
I don't know, like online there's like a correlation, or it's just like one of those things where you've seen a movie and the creepy serial killer just drinking milk.
That's funny.
And I've just seen the rudest customers at restaurants order milk, like cold milk in a glass.
Dude, I never order milk because I don't think it's gonna
That's stupid.
I never order milk like in a restaurant because I don't think it's gonna be quality.
No, it's just no point.
I only drink milk at mine. Dude, I never the only thing I get when I go out is like water. Or I'll get
I like seltzer.
the seltzer water is yummy, I agree. Sometimes I'll get that. Or I'll get like a milkshake, but that's not even like a drink, you know?
Yeah. Oh god, there's this like milkshake place I go to. I love it.
Milkshake.
It's like cake and like cereal.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Dude, there's this place. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna fucking make a trip here. I'm gonna see if I can go here. There's this place called like Waffle Cone Ice Cream or something. Like they have a legitimate actual waffle, okay? Then they put ice cream in it. I will send you some screenshots because they put some elaborate ass shit in there. I don't know if they're open now though because of the virus, but we'll see.
All right, yeah, show me.
Yeah, dude, it's oh my god, I've never even been there, but their ice cream dishes are like very showy. You know, they're trying to be extra, but they're beautiful and they look delicious.
I love waffles.
Me too.
Dude, what's up with the comments? Is everyone happy?
I haven't even been looking. Let's see.
I know.
Lest We Remember says there are some ad compilations of the most ridiculous shopping channel ads. Yeah, I love that shit. It's hilarious. I also love the like bad acting commercials where people are like they can't put a blanket on themselves on the couch or something. Have you seen those?
Yeah, for like the snuggies or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Or like there's like some kind of device that like helps you find your keys. It's like, do you know, are you always losing your keys? And then someone's like ripping up their house trying to find their keys.
Yeah.
Called
a keychain, actually.
You can now get a keychain if you call this number. Yeah, like get a keychain, get a specific spot, you put your keys. It's not that complicated. Oh my gosh, it's late there, isn't it? It's like 10 o'clock.
It's 10:30.
It's 10:30.
It's all the way 10:30.
Oh my word. Do you need to go night-night or something or eat? I might need to eat, babe.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna work on this drawing more.
Oh, I was gonna ask you more about your drawing actually. What do you draw with?
I'm using like fine point markers, like small ones that are kind of like pens.
Nice. That's very cool. Yeah, I love ink is probably my favorite thing to draw with, honestly. But
yeah, it's kind of hard though.
Yeah, I should really draw with ink. That's a great idea. I've actually recently been doing some have you ever used the watercolor colored pencils?
No, but I want to.
Oh, I wish
That'd
I
be
could.
so fun.
I would totally bring them to you if we could hang out and we could do them together.
Oh.
They're just fun to.
I was thinking about getting a tablet, but then again, I don't know if I like digital art.
I think a tablet, dude, I had a tablet and I got rid of it, but like right before I got rid of it, it was shitty and I gave it to someone who wanted it more. But like right before I got rid of it, I was doing some drawing on it and it was actually really awesome because like it did make me realize like how tense I was when I was drawing. Because you don't have to like press as hard when you're drawing, on a tablet. It just requires a really, really light touch, which is just totally different from anything you're going to do physically, generally. You could maybe,
I like the physical aspect of it.
Yeah, no, that's good. You could like, you just like play with one in a store or something. If we can ever go back into stores.
I think everything will be fine though.
I think so too. I think we're gonna get past this. I mean, it's really unpleasant right now, but I think we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I think they just want to change the economy or something.
That would be great. Great idea.
Not in a good way though.
Yeah, well, I wish they would change it in a good way is what I mean. Okay, my dear. I think I'm gonna get some food.
Are you gonna make a cake?
Oh yeah, but that'll take a while. I
might do the same actually.
I think I'm gonna make some bacon, and then later I can make a cake.
Oh yeah, I forgot where you're at. It's like
it's
like earlier.
It's 7:30.
Oh yeah, I'm like deep in the night.
Yeah, she's deep in the night. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me on live stream, babe. This was fun.
I know. I didn't know. I don't think we like talked about any of our topics though, but
that's okay. We can do it another time. We can like actually think hard about it, and figure out what we want to talk about.
Yeah, live streaming is hard.
It is.
Or like all that stuff, it's kind of draining sometimes.
It definitely can be. That's true. I'm gonna hang up on the thing, okay? End broadcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.